Hello, it's me. I have a simple idea for you today, and I just want to share it with you. Won't take too long. What I have here are some peeled potatoes that I boiled. Actually, I boiled these last week, and they were already peeled, and I just put them in this container and stuck them in the refrigerator with a nice snug lid on there. And when I first stored them, I put a little piece of paper towel in there to absorb the moisture so they would dry out a little bit. So this is a way you can do food prep. If you've get a good buy on potatoes, or maybe your potatoes are, less than beautiful anymore, and you need to use them up, just peel them, boil them until they are fork tender, and store them. Just make sure they're well drained, and these will last for a week or sometimes two if you have a really good snug lid on there and they're not swimming in moisture. Okay, so my dish was full, but as you can see, I have used several of them over a period of time. This morning I'm going to show you one way to use these. I've just taken one potato and I've shredded it. You can see that it's shredded on my little box shredder. And I have an egg, a beaten egg here with some salt and pepper in it. And I'm going to make some quick latkes. Now these aren't going to have flour or any binder or anything in them. This is just a nice breakfast potato, or actually any time. If you're gluten-free or you have someone in your family who is, this is really a perfect way. You have a nice balance of protein and starch with no flour. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put these potatoes in there, and I've shredded them. Now the other day I took one of the potatoes, and of course it's just me, but when you have a family you need more. But I took one of the potatoes and I cut it into French fry shapes, and I French fried them, and I have to tell you, they are wonderful because, now just stir that gently, because they are so crispy on the outside. They don't absorb hardly any oil at all, and they stay nice and soft on the inside. And the reason they don't absorb that much oil is simply because they are already done, so they don't take much time. Or you can just toss them in some oil and bake them on a cookie sheet or parchment paper, whatever you have or prefer. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit here. And so now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these by tablespoonful. I'm going to drop it in my little skillet. Get my heat up. Should be a little hotter than that, but that's okay. And you can see how nice they look. And I'm just going to drop them by tablespoonful. Now, you can certainly make them bigger if you want to. That's not an issue. And you can put any add-ins in here if you want. Maybe a little parsley, some onion, or move this over. And we don't want to crowd them too much either, do we? See, they're not crowded. And or you can put in, or just leave them like this. I like them like this. They're good. And they have a nice texture. Now, I have enough for one more in there, but I don't want to crowd my pan. Certainly, if you're doing a large amount of these, you can certainly use a bigger pan, but this is just me, and I want to demonstrate this for you. Now, when you serve these just an egg and potato, you can serve them with a condiment if you want to. Maybe, I don't know, sour cream, or, and you know what? If you also want to, you could put a little cheese in there with them, some shredded cheese with them if you want to. But this is just a simple way. Get my turner here. It's a simple way to make something really good and something hot. Also, These are vegetarian. If you want to make these a vegan product, food, you can actually just use an egg substitute in there if you like. I'm sure that all of you vegans probably really know all of the great ways that you can make your these dishes into a beautiful vegan dish. There you go. Now I moved these around a little bit and paused my camera, and so I could put my last one in there. So you can see from that one potato, which was actually about this size, and one egg, I have 5 potato pancakes with the egg. Now, I'm going to flip these over when I see the sides getting brown around the edges. And of course, this is the last one I put in, so it will be last to turn. At this point, it's just simply watching the heat and letting them cook. I did season with salt and pepper the egg when it was beaten. So, I just want you to see that with just this little preparation, I salvaged the potatoes that were not that great anymore, but I salvaged them and they're not going to go to waste. Now, you can use, if you want to, you can do this ahead of time. You can shred them, you can slice them in chunks and make some scalloped potatoes out of them, or au gratin potatoes. You can make the French fries like I suggested. You can cut them into chunks and make little fried potato cubes. Kids love those. My grandkids love those. I just call them fried cube potatoes. They really, really love them. Now, see, I'm turning these. Doesn't that look nice? Now, you can put sour cream with these. How about a little, maybe some plain yogurt, spiced up, or however you wish it to be. You can just do anything with these little potatoes. They're good. It's just a plain potato pancake. I could have put some dehydrated onion in there if I wanted to. Just remember, whatever you put in, if it's a moisture-rich food, that's going to add moisture to your potato pancake, and it will make it more loose. So you may or may not want that. It just kind of depends. Let's see what this Johnny-come-lately, how he looks. Is he looking good? He's looking pretty good. We'll flip him. Okay. So I'm going to let those get done. And keep in mind, these don't take that long because you already cooked them. So, like I said, these will last if you cover them really well and make sure that you get most of the moisture off of them. They will last in your refrigerator for a couple of weeks. Okay? Because this is going on a week. It's a week now, and week and a half almost. So I've just been plugging away at these, and I've really enjoyed having them. Now that's what I do a lot. I'll prepare it ahead of time. Now, you see, I didn't prepare a meal. I didn't prepare a whole entire meal and put it in the freezer. This is just ingredients. So how nice to be able to take this out when you're busy and help add this to your meal. Okay? And this is going to be part of, this is actually going to be something I'm going to eat for breakfast this morning. Okay? And look what it is. It's an egg and a potato. And there's enough there actually for 2 people easily. Okay? Now let's just check on these, and we're going to take them out, and we're going to put them on a piece of paper towel to drain. But one thing too, when you cook potatoes this way, they don't absorb that much oil because they're already cooked. When you cook a raw potato, or you're trying to fry a raw potato, it sucks up a lot of oil and grease. This is much, much much, much better. All right, there it is. It looks really, really beautiful, and they are beautiful. So, all right. I hope you give this a try. It's easy, 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 and so simple. This is how you simplify your life with simple food. Wholesome, simple food. Okay? All right. I hope you try it. I love you. And you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Bye. Thank you for watching Simple Food, Simple Life. Please like, subscribe, and share.